Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. Sorry, my finger messed up there. Tonight, we are talking about the 2001 action thrill ride that is Air Panic.
You know, I have to say, I've been to BWI a few times, and that's just not like
accurate,
BWI.
right?
Yeah.
It was not. Well, that was Baltimore International, not Baltimore Washington.
There you go.
This is Baltimore International, Aaron. This is the real one.
That other one's a miniature.
It's not there anymore because it exploded.
Tell me that was a miniature,
That's
Lindsay.
There's no way. That looks
out
so
there.
real.
Spoilers.
We are going to get into it, guys. Air
Yeah.
Panic.
Air
I
Panic.
love this fly in the free skies or something. I don't know what the saying is. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm excited though. I feel like this year we should explore
The stratosphere.
avionics.
Sky?
Aviation. Is that what aviation?
Aviation.
That's the word.
I'm tired of being grounded.
Oh.
You know what I want? I want somebody to take me higher. And I'm not talking about Scott Stapp. Oh no. Although I
Talking
wouldn't
about
mind
Delta
that.
Airlines.
I'm talking about Delta Airlines, and I want to go higher. Yeah, Air Panic. This
The only
was
thing going
recommended
higher
to
is their
us.
pricing.
I don't know. I've never. No, I have flown. I've flown like once, but I never I'm not a casual flyer. I'm not a frequent
Yeah.
flyer, as they're called in some places. So I don't really know the prices. It always seems ridiculous. But then you think about the science. You're like, this is impressive.
Jet fuel costs a lot.
Jet fuel.
It's
Spiff,
expensive
you're
to
with
fly.
me.
I read they lose money on every coach person. They make it up in first class.
That's right.
Never
All the
flown first class, but it
all
sounds
the
pretty nice.
mongoloids that fly coach. God.
That's
Have
why you
you
gotta fly
seen
Southwest, man.
the one of the Middle Eastern airlines? Have you seen the first class places in
No,
those?
I don't
The ones that
places?
have like the beds, basically.
It
And
comes
little
with your own
pods.
tiger
Pods.
and a hot tub,
Yeah.
and
You get
yeah.
you get your own 2-room apartment.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's like the Emirates airline.
that's it, yeah.
You can take a shower on the plane.
You know-
and there's a bar.
And the way
It's
they
crazy.
offset they offset all that weight and money is all the coach people pay, and then as soon as the flight starts, the
just-
back end opens up and they all fly it out onto the runway
losers.
as the guy's showering.
I just want enough
Oh my
leg room to be
God.
able to fit like lower torso in there.
That's
That's
why
a huge problem.
cybernetics
Buy
are
that,
going to
man.
They
be.
keep getting smaller.
You gotta buy it.
Oh my god.
This
Lots
is
of them.
that's the unseen thing about like cyborgs and like the technology soon to come. Is people are like, well, you get stronger arms and legs if you get robot ones. You also get ones that can just shrink down.
Retract.
Oh,
Makes sense.
you can
And
just
you can-
fold them up.
You can become a
Makes sense.
potato man where they just stuff
All
you in
fun and
the plane
games till you're trying to
cartridge.
run away and one of your legs suddenly retracts and you just
You grow your third leg, Aaron.
go gadget schlong. Okay.
Boing.
All right, that's good. That's good banter.
Push the wrong button.
We
There's 2
have
ports and a slot.
Oh god.
Aaron, we already talked about that at the pre-show, and the sound on that thing, my God. That's why they showed it to you in a church.
It spreads 160
It'll have you praying for
degrees.
Jesus.
You'll be converted in no time, right?
All right, that's pre-show Patreon exclusive content, guys. You gotta
Yes.
pay for that shit. All right, sign up now. Patreon.
Yeah, it's worth it, guys.
All right, let's move on. We are talking about Air Panic. AJ, I assume you've put some time and effort into this.
A little bit.
All right. Well, can you tell me what Air Panic is about?
All right.
A world in which a computer chip controls all function of a 747. A madman takes control of multiple planes remotely. Technology that does not exist in this world. Destination destruction. And 2002's Air Panic.
I need Xanax. Actually, we didn't die.
Radar for the insensitivity to 9/11.
I have a theory
One
about
year.
that one.
I can't wait for your theories, but if you're dressed as the professor, that's your new nickname. The professor of
It's in my
stuff.
corduroy shirt.
You need those like patches on your elbows.
Yeah, you got the brown patches?
Ah,
Get the
so
fuck outta
disappointed.
here.
Oh,
You're
you
a-
need
you're-
those.
you're a
Cardigan,
fake
the
professor.
patches.
You can get those on like
Pipe.
hunting jackets. You need like a gentleman's hunting jacket. And you get the patches.
Is that a
on.
thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to shoot pheasants this weekend.
Exactly.
Where we're going, you don't need patches. All right. Anyways. Thanks, AJ. That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I like your congeniality, your respect, and you know how to talk to people. Unlike
that I bring to the show.
yes, you bring a higher class. Aaron's extremely rude, but we're going to do it anyways. We'll dive
bring the
into
bar up.
Aaron's history hole, get a little context for the movie and the year it was released.
No.
For Aaron's history hole.
No.
Just do it. Don't be an ass.
You called me a rude ass, so I'm gonna be a rude ass. Fine.
Oh, man.
Air Panic. This movie was released January 22nd, 2002 in Russia,
Oh, makes sense.
It's even worse.
Makes sense.
and then a little bit later in the U.S. on June 3rd, 2003.
Isn't that when you're born?
Enough time has passed.
Aren't you June 3rd?
No.
First?
No.
Don't know your brother's birthday?
Second?
Possibly.
Okay.
Not 2003, though.
No, I know that, obviously.
You're a Gen Zer. Come on, Aaron.
Oh, what's that shit about? Yeah, anyways. All right, so we last covered 2002 only
I'm
once.
sorry. I forgot you were 16 years old right now.
You can't match.
Ignore the grays, okay? I'm just graying very, very
It's,
early.
hey, people dye their hair gray now. All
They
the
do.
teens
I'm
are
trying
doing
to
it.
convince my
Gray
wife
is
to dye
in,
her hair
guys.
gray.
Gray is in.
My wife has a lot of natural gray, and I was like, you should just dye the whole thing gray. It looked cool.
You should. Be cool.
How did that go over for you, Chris?
She thinks it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
She doesn't give. She's open-minded, Spiv.
Okay.
She's not super sensitive.
Which is why she married you. All right, so
She's open-minded.
sorry, that was a little low. All right, so we actually only have covered 2002 one time before, way back in episode 103, a little Matthew Blackheart Monster Smasher.
Monster Masher.
Monster Masher.
Matthew Black. How was that? How'd you call it?
Matthew Blackheart. Sonster Masher. No.
Sonster
Matthew
Masher.
Blackheart.
Lassie Mackhart.
Sonster Smasher. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So, some movies released that month, way back in January 2002. We have The Mothman Prophecies.
Oh, with Richard Gere in that hotel
yeah.
room where it's so dark. It's
not
like, Richard
bad.
Gere, turn the lights on. It's so fucking creepy. Get Richard
Is there a sequel to that too?
Yeah, the Mothman
Yeah, I believe
Prophecies
so.
2.
Yes.
No one saw
Extra.
that one, though.
Mothy.
The balls.
Greer wouldn't come back.
Yep. We have The Count of Monte Cristo.
That's a good
movie.
sandwich.
Is that
This
the
is why
Guy
I'm
Pearce
fat
one?
and you're thin.
Hey, would you say, AJ?
Was that the Guy Pearce one that came out? That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Imposter. A Walk to Remember.
Oh, Nicholas
That's-
Sparks.
Yeah.
Sparks.
He's dying. He's
She's dying.
Oh, Mandy Moore's
Mandy
dying.
Moore, yeah.
Don't
Well,
die,
that doesn't
Mandy
make it.
Moore.
I like Mandy Moore in that movie with
I'm a
Macaulay
baseball
Culkin
player.
and
Save Jesus.
Saved.
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 That's a
Saved.
great
Saved.
movie.
That's a funny movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that was a
funny.
good movie.
And finally, we have a movie that Scott's mom often watches to remember her college days. Double Teamed.
That's got the guy who loves.
I don't know. It's about some basketball
basketball
player
player. Yeah,
twins or
Dennis
something. It's like a
Rodman.
Disney
Yeah,
movie.
Rodman's in that. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman,
That-
and doesn't have the.
It's a buddy
Van
film.
Damme?
No.
Isn't it?
What the fuck are you
No.
talking about?
What are we thinking
Just
of?
give me a moment to Google double.
They are in a
Double
movie
Impact.
together.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah,
Well,
it's double.
Impact is two Van.
But then
Damme.
there's also Simon Says.
All right. I have Google double teamed, and if you Google that, it appears it's when two women.
Two sisters become. Whoa.
I kid. Just joshing. Why do I keep going over more? Like, I gotta move. Okay, keep going.
All right, so our highest grossing films from that year, some of them were The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Remember how they wanted to change the title?
To what?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
It was insensitive. The Twin
Sensitive
Towers.
to-
Oh,
What?
God damn it.
All right.
Fucking Tolkien. He knew. It was all a conspiracy starting back in the 60s.
Oh, God.
Whatever the hell he wrote that
I
shit.
just watched The Hobbit for the first time ever.
I still haven't
night.
watched it.
It's no Lord of the Rings.
No.
Yeah.
No. We have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
That's good.
Oof.
Chamber Pot of Secrets. Yeah.
Chamber Pot of Secrets.
It's okay.
Where's that
Everyone-
Giuliani clip when you need it?
Everyone knows the third one's
Prisoner of Azkaban is the
it's
best.
the best.
It's the best.
Yeah.
People
I agree.
argue it's not, but I think it's the best.
It's
It's
consistent
easily the best.
throughout.
I love them all though, but
yeah,
it's
me too.
easily the best.
Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
The babies are not in that
We
one.
were just talking about
Obviously
this
the
Right?
on the pre-show. This pre-show content.
Yep. We have Signs, Swing Away, Leroy, or whatever that guy's name was in the movie. The fuck was his name?
It's
Oh, Signs.
yeah.
Never
It's
seen that movie.
It's Joaquin Phoenix, but what the hell is his
okay.
name?
It's
Swing
Peter.
Away!
It was like
Jesus.
it was like a
Cletus?
female name.
Yeah,
But-
Jesse.
Jamie, James, Lindsay.
Jamie?
No.
Jonesy.
It was. Is it Meryl?
Meredith.
Or I think it's Meryl.
Signs movie. Joaquin
important.
Phoenix is Meryl.
Oh,
Meryl.
Good
That
job.
also has Mel Gibson again,
Yes.
tying back
Oh.
to our pre-show.
Crazy.
Yep.
It's all coming together, guys.
Yep. We also have My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And all I remember from that film was the Windex spraying thing.
That's a funny movie.
It's the
Is
Windex
it?
spraying thing.
The grandpa just goes around spraying people.
Everything you can fix with Windex.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Jenny fucking sprayed me and we worked at the bank?
Jenny
Or
from the
I didn't.
block?
I was a kid and she's our cousin. She started
Yeah.
spraying me in the eyes with Windex.
Yep.
And now I have glaucoma.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
I just
I mean,
fucking
it
said-
all goes back.
And finally, Minority Report. Boo, boo, boo,
Not too
boo. Yeah. So, Razzies for that year is kind of important.
Okay.
Really is.
Air
So,
Panic, wasn't it?
where Air Panic did not make the list.
God damn it.
But I'll tell you what did. Many, many times. Worst screenplay went to Freddy Got Fingered, written by Tom Green and Derek Harvey. Worst director, Tom Green for Freddy Got Fingered. Worst screen couple, Tom Green and any animal he abuses in Freddy Got Fingered. Worst actor, Tom Green for
Freddy got fingered.
and
feel
worst
like-
picture was
Freddy got fingered.
fingered.
I really
Yes.
don't feel like that's a Razzie movie. Like that's not.
I don't think it's that bad.
I think
towards
it's
that.
intentional.
It's
Yeah.
very intentional.
intentional. Yes, it
Exactly.
is intentional.
It is.
It's like joking the joke, right?
Yeah.
I liked how his show, he just had that guy sitting in the window laughing. Do you remember? You remember the Tom Green show?
Like the
Barely.
old Canadian one.
Yeah.
What is Tom Green doing? Is he still
He
have
does
his
a
show?
podcast.
And
He's probably dead or
I
something.
watched some stand up of him like last year, and it was
Yeah.
like it was from last year, and I thought it was pretty funny.
yeah. He was married
He's-
to Drew Barrymore, right? For a while.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
like
for a
a
little while.
year.
Yeah.
I've seen him he's been on a couple podcasts recently, but other than that, I haven't seen him do much.
He probably made enough money to just kind of retire and be happy.
That's true.
Oh, let's hope, right?
Yeah. Some movies that won awards that year. I'm not going to get into all these, but basically we have Catch Me If You Can. Best Director went to, for Best Director, we have Martin Scorsese, who won for Gangs of New York, which is a good film. We have Chicago, which won for Best Musical, obviously.
Spiff hates musicals.
That's not a song in that musical.
I know. That's an old song from the teens. But
He had it coming. All right, so moving on. Our director was
called
Bob
Mr.
Misiorowski. What? God damn it! I'm trying to pronounce his toughest shit name, and you're all like, "It's a British man."
It's a
Call me
British.
Mr. Cellophane.
Mr. Cellophane.
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
What name are you trying to pronounce here? And we'll help you out.
All right. Bob
Okay, B.O.B.
Misiorowski.
Misiorowski.
Really,
Misiorowski.
we gotta do this like thing. It's really hard to do. He's best known for his role as a producer. This dude has produced a bunch of things, but namely Tombstone. It's a fucking
Really?
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's your
Salad,
Huckleberry?
frozen
What?
pizza.
I'll be your
I'm
Huckleberry.
your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, he also is. He directed Derailed, that Van Damme film we're gonna check out.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Train.
Yes.
Van Train. Yes.
I
So we have a
get
couple
it.
writers.
3, right?
So we got airplanes, we got planes, trains.
And automobiles?
There's some sort of automobile film we're gonna have to find next. Yep.
I showed Amy the trailer to Delirious yesterday, the John Candy movie. She wasn't having any of it.
What?
She
That
was
one-
rather.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying she was rather upset by the sexism in it,
Oh, yeah.
and like
80s.
why were all these young attractive women supposed to be for these ugly old men? And I was like, hey, I'm
Money.
an ugly old man.
I don't even remember that movie.
I was like, it's John Candy.
Isn't that
Alright.
where he's the writer and he
Yeah,
gets
he's the
stuck?
writer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets stuck in his show, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Our writers for this film, we have 3 of them. So, the story was written by Boaz Davidson.
Okay. Good old
Boaz
Bose.
Davidson. Dude has 180 producer credits for things like The Mechanic, 16 Blocks, the Expendable series, and one little film called Ticker.
Ah!
Barely
I
there.
recognized the name.
Coming together, just all coming together, right? He has 51 writing credits, though, for amazing films like Sharkman, Mansquito, Killer
Goddamn
Rats,
Mansquito. We gotta get on the
Killer
Mansquito.
Rats.
Yes, we
Crocodile
do.
2, Spiders 2.
Oh my
and finally,
god!
guys, this one, it's just,
Mansquito too.
no.
Damn it.
You ready? The Prince and Me, The Elephant Adventure.
The fuck? The Prince and
I saw
Me?
the first one. It had Julia Stiles. Right?
Yeah, it's like some like B movie Hallmark
It's a romantic
follow up.
Is that where they're
It's the
like,
first one.
she doesn't know he's a prince, and then he's a prince, and she gets mad because he's a prince and he lied? That kind of shit?
Oh, that narrows it down.
The Prince and Me 2 or 3? Is this 3?
It's like 8 movies this year.
Oh my god, it's not 3.
That's
Is it
every
4?
Hallmark movie
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
came out at
Pretty much.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Prince and Me 4.
What?
That's the 4th one with the elephant adventure.
I think he has time to make a Mansquito sequel. I haven't even seen Mansquito 1, but I'm ready for
Oh my
Mansquito 2.
god!
I live for Mansquito.
Yep. So our
It's got a proboscis.
God. Our screenplay was written by Adam Girish and Jace Anderson. These two worked together seemingly on things like Fractured, Tales of Halloween, Fertile Ground, and Night of the Demons.
Night of the Demons, so good.
Is it? I've never seen it. It has Edward
Billy Zane.
Furlong.
Oh no, I'm thinking of
No, it's a newer
Demon
one.
Night. Night of the Demons.
No, not
the,
Demon
the
Night.
remake
Demon
or
Knight's
the
fucking
original.
Remake
awesome.
has
Yeah,
Furlong.
the remake has
and-
Edward Furlong and Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's pretty fun. I was thinking of Demon Knight, which I love.
Okay, yeah, it's a great movie. Music was by Sergei Colbert, which we know from Ticker. So this dude did Ticker's music as well.
Dude, fucking hack.
Whoa. Whoa.
I think the music fit in this movie just fine.
Yeah, I don't remember the music. It's too much air
Me either.
flight sound.
Yeah,
Much
it fit.
ticking going on.
Finally, our cinematographer was Razul Elor. He's an Indian filmmaker, mostly known for his work in Bollywood. Razul,
Okay.
Oh,
not Raz Agul, or whatever. Razul.
Let's not make fun of people's names.
I'm not. I'm just saying he's not the dude from Batman. Jesus Christ, Chris.
Uh-huh.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. All right. He did direct besides this, he did direct another American film of sorts, Crocodile 2, Death Swamp.
Oh.
I did
you
that.
see that,
Sounds
Chris?
cool.
I
with
think I did that
Cannibal-
with the Cannibal Boys.
Cannibal
Yeah.
with Army Hammer.
Is he actually in it? Oh my god!
All right, so
Yeah, he actually ate part of my finger. It was weird.
no. Boom.
I want to chew your fingernails.
All right, so we have some films to check out.
Fingernails.
Jesus Christ. We have Blood of the Innocent, or
Oh, look at
AKA
that cover.
Beyond Forgiveness.
Enhanced.
Sweet.
Is that Billy D. Williams?
Who's in the
The
middle
Rucker.
there?
Is that Rucker?
Who are
It's
these
got
people?
Rucker. And it's
No, I'm just kidding. We're not
What
doing
would
Rucker Hour. Is that Mark Dacascos?
no. Thomas
Who are these
Van
people?
Griffith.
I don't recognize anyone.
They all look like people.
Thomas Ian Griffith.
Oh, it's John Rhys Davies.
John
Joanna
Wait,
Trespakowska.
where's
She doesn't even get to be on the poster.
Oh, John Rhys Davies
Yep.
and Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, looks
We
pretty
gotta
cool,
watch
right?
it. We gotta watch it.
All right, so a Chicago cop goes to Poland, as one does, to get the hoods who killed his brother. When he finds out they
hoods.
belong to the local outfit of the Russian mob in Poland, he takes on the outfit's boss, as well as Dr. Lem, who handles illegal organ trade for the mob.
Holy shit.
We know a little something about illegal organ trade from a previous
So much going on.
pre-show.
there.
Yeah, it's a lot going on there. A lot to
What's with
process.
the blinds? Why are they like behind blinds?
And why does it matter that he's from
Now they're
Chicago?
lasers.
Yeah, that's laser microphones.
They're-
It's a
they're
Russian mob.
sunlight.
I think that matters, Spiv.
It's like sunrise lines.
Yeah, you got this cool ass
those-
explosion, and these
I just
two
want to
dudes.
know:
Artistic decision.
can they be forgiven or not?
They're beyond forgiveness.
Yeah, forgiveness.
They can't,
we have-
yes, they're beyond forgiveness.
Blink of an eye.
Look at that.
Nice.
That's some
Yeah,
artwork.
that looks fucking cool.
That's
Michael
cool.
Pari,
That looks like the cover.
whatever the hell his name is.
Michael Pere.
Hooray. From 1992, we have Blink of an Eye. Soldier attempts to rescue daughter of CIA director from a terrorist. It may be an incomplete sentence,
it's
but
Commando.
it looks pretty cool.
I like the like UFO style, like we're picking him up.
It's the Russian
laser beam.
technology.
There's such an. All the old posters are amazing. Like the artwork is just
So
like
good.
so good.
Can you enhance on that so we can see Michael Pere's?
That's because they had
Now-
artists
now.
that did these things.
Now we're moving on to a much worse poster. We have
Check it out.
Oh man! I
the
see
only
that
thing less
poster.
believable about this poster is the fact that Casper Van Dien plays a scientist.
Nice.
Rico, we need a scientist.
This is from 1999.
That's cool.
Of all the Jaws ripoffs, this has got to
Oh
be.
my god.
I'll tell you
Is
the
that
one I really
someone's
like
foot at the
is
top?
Sharks in Venice. That's a good one. That has one of the
in Venice?
Baldwins. One of the Baldwins is in it. Is the bad
It's
guy.
got Billy.
Nice.
It's got to have Billy.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right, so in a once serene
the
African
shark looks
fishing
sad.
village, a marine biologist, obviously Casper Van Dien, goes in search of some answers when his friend becomes a victim in one of a series of brutal shark attacks. Yep.
Looks like
In
we should just do a Shark Month.
There's so many bad
There
shark
is- there's a
movies.
ton of
Sharktober?
them.
Well, when is Shark Week? We should just do like
Oh,
Shark
yeah.
Month. All right.
Does anyone really want to watch that many shark movies?
No, but that's what's
Most of
so
them are really
great about it.
bad.
Most of
Gotta
them
do
are
the hard
really
work here,
bad.
Chris. Gotta do the hard work.
I would watch a Casper Van Dien movie. I'll say that. But
We'll probably see a lot of the same stock footage in all of them. It'll be great.
It's true.
Was that Casper Van Dien again?
this is what I'm gonna do.
What?
We'll watch a shark movie for Shark Week, but I'm just gonna take 10 shark movies, randomly cut scenes, and put it all into 1 hour and a half long movie that we'll watch and see if it makes sense.
And we call it Shark Movie.
So like I'll get to 20 minutes into the first movie, I'll cut. I'll start at 20 minutes into the second movie and do like and see if the story makes sense.
We could tie it all together.
That's pretty
All
cool,
right.
actually.
So we have one
Maybe
final movie.
Jason Statham will be in it.
Oh, yeah.
The Meg.
One final movie to check out. We have Flight Plan.
oh
From
man,
Lance. Oh shit! That's Steven Dorff.
Stephen Dorff. Lance Henriksen.
Oh my god.
What?
Yep.
I
Isn't
think
that fucking cool? Endorsed Dorff.
Dwarf me. Enhance on the dwarf.
Right. All right, so hold on. Veteran bush pilot John Stokes takes over the family airport in rural Idaho. While attempting to restore his sanity and his family name, he accidentally takes on a job running cocaine. But he didn't realize that the drugs weren't the only dangerous substance on board.
There's a shark.
I think
Steven
that
Dorff.
isn't that on Tubi as well. I think I saw it on the recommendations
you're
after
right.
I watched Air Panic. I think that one popped up.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, you like planes? Here's 10.
No.
Here's 10 more shitty movies
on.
with planes in it.
Look what I got recommended. Motherfucking Code of Honor with fucking Steven
And Kill Switch
Kill
with
Switch,
Steven Seagal. Nice.
Got a little Greg Henry action going on here.
Greg Henry.
I love the dwarf.
Unfortunately, this is not a real movie, guys.
What?
Oh, Aaron.
Did you make this up?
Yeah, I took the
definitely a
Vinegar
movie.
Heart
Oh,
description and changed some of the words.
You got us all excited. You got us
We
so
were all
excited.
so
Oh,
excited.
Vinegar Heart.
You fucking suck. That
Oh,
wasn't
that's what I was.
even
That's you said. What are you doing when we were doing the pre-show? I was making a poster, a cover.
That
You gotta admit that sounds pretty fucking cool, right?
I don't remember.
I
what it
swear
says.
to
Pretty
God,
good
there was a
poster,
movie
too.
called Flight Plan on TV.
Oh, I'm sure there
I think
is.
there is actually because
is.
I remember
Look it
popping up
up.
on Tubi too.
But does it have Dwarf?
Probably not. It might have his.
Then I
brother
don't
or
want to
cousin.
see it.
All right.
So, moving on. That's all I got.
Okay. Lindsay, you didn't find Flight
No,
Plan?
I didn't find it on there, but I was
Flight
like, I
Plan,
thought that
2015.
popped up.
Oh, that's Jodie Foster.
It's got Jodie
Oh,
Foster.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Aaron, for that history hole.
You're welcome.
All right.
Patreon. Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Patreon.
Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Okay. What the hell is this called? Flight plan? Not Air Panic.
Air
Vinegar
Panic.
Heart.
Air Panic. AJ, what did you think of the Air Panic?
Air Panic was a nice surprise. It
Okay,
was action packed.
Okay.
Bad CG. Everything I was hoping for in a plane movie. I'm kind
Really?
of surprised about the release date, but hey, whatever, right? People just aren't sensitive, I guess.
It could have been made much sooner, earlier.
I have
and then
theories,
It didn't get released
yeah.
until. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was made after because people do stupid stuff, right?
Get at
But,
it. People don't
yeah.
do stupid stuff.
It was great. It was great. Bad CG, bad acting, bad script. Technology doesn't make any sense in this world. I was all about the joystick action, guys.
I've played a flight simulator, and there is a joystick, AJ.
There is. Oh,
So you had your hand on the joystick throughout the entire film, is what you're saying.
yes, yes.
Managing
The
the
throttle
cockpit,
was
Aaron.
on full.
The guy kept yelling, "More power!" So I kept yanking. Anyways, so you were a fan, AJ.
I was a fan. I was cheering, especially. Well, we'll get into it, but there were scenes I was just like out of the chair, going, "Yes."
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Spiv, what'd you think?
I'm on board with AJ. This movie was a ton of fun.
You guys must have been on the same flight.
Solid miniature
think
work,
we
I
were.
would say.
Yeah.
Lots of good miniature explosions. I liked the script. It made no sense, but it was a good no sense. And yeah, this was just really good. I'd watch this one again.
Wow.
Get the fuck.
I'm serious.
Movie of the
Lindsay,
year, maybe.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was a lot of fun to watch. About every maybe 2 minutes, I was yelling out a question at the screen. That always makes a movie fun. And I love the bad CGI and all the little tropes that they tried to do and spectacularly failed at. I enjoyed it a lot.
Aaron.
Yeah, I pretty much can just echo what everybody else said. It was a lot of fun. There's problems with the film, but for a B movie, action movie like this, it's fine. Like, I don't really have any major issues with it. The bad guy's ridiculous. Like you said, the technology makes zero sense. And the acting is passable for some of the people. Some of them is really bad. But I love the miniature work. That's always fun. CGI was a little rough because the contrast just looks so bad that it's
It was
very
early
obvious.
2000s.
Yeah. But I have little to complain about with this film.
I liked
Movie
it
of the
as
year.
well. No.
It was no ticker.
We're calling it
It
now.
was no ticker, but it was fun.
No ticker.
I liked it, but I'll get to let's get to the positives. Let's not focus on the negatives. This is a year of positivity.
negatives.
This was a fun movie. I like the efforts they put in. I thought that they kept getting creative in ways to keep it entertaining with action sequences when you really have no bad guy to fight, except for you have a mastermind, but he has no direct contact with anyone. So like, how do you you don't have terrorists on the plane. You just have a dude on the plane that's constantly going up and down. But they found ways. Like that runway thing where he had to get on. That was intense and awesome.
And ridiculous.
People getting sucked out
I don't think
of the
those things
plane.
go that fast.
Well,
No.
I want to get into that whole scene.
Yeah,
so we'll save
we
that.
got to talk
There's a
about
lot to
that
talk
scene.
about there.
I have questions.
The main guy, they set it up in like when he comes introduced in the movie, he walks out of this elevator like dressed like he's real casual, or he was like a surfer or something, where they were trying to like make him have some sort of character, but then they quickly forget about that, and he's just, I'm with the FAA.
He's a loose cannon.
He's a loose cannon.
He wore an
It's the
earring,
earring.
on one
He had
ear.
an earring, yes.
He was
Did have an
asked to
earring.
take it
and
out. wasn't he?
flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops in an office.
And you know what? He kind of looks like Steven Dorff. So I
Yes, he really
Little
did. He's like a budget dwarf.
he's a budget.
Oh my goodness.
He's Borf.
Such a bird.
He's Borff. He's who you call when you can't get
Steven
the Dorff. You
Borff.
call the Borff.
Right, when the Walmart one is too expensive.
Yeah.
Exactly. There is some really stupid stuff in this movie, but I think it's all okay because the movie itself is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
exactly.
you go along with like that doesn't fucking make any sense. Like when the captain's like temporarily paralyzed for some reason. Like you're like, yeah, whatever.
He hit his head.
yeah.
It's that, what happened to
for
him? He's fine, and then the next season they've got this like thing around his.
I thought that was
And I
his
just keep
skin
Next
at
Mitch
first.
break.
McConnell. I keep saying Mitch McConnell the whole time. Every time I
That
see
was
him,
his-
like,
I
God
thought-
damn,
Oh
it's
my
Mitch McConnell.
God.
like when
The
you
doctor that didn't want anything to do with his family
Yeah.
insisted that he wore
Right?
it.
I wouldn't want anything to do with that kid either. He was fucking annoying. I used to
he was
want to
autistic.
smack that kid through the whole thing.
I think he was supposed to be autistic.
Ugh.
Really? Are you serious?
Sorry, son.
That's what I picked out
He's
of it.
seriously
He
injured.
couldn't realize like his situation he's in. He was like too upset.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, now
That
I feel
could
like
be.
he's a complete
He was
asshole.
older too. Like he didn't seem.
Yeah.
Didn't seem all
Alright.
there.
Well, it's not that. It just seemed like.
Well, if your
I don't
dad
know, yeah.
ignored you for your entire life, you probably feel the same way.
Strikes home a little too hard. They introduced so many characters. You have
Only you watched football.
these three, which we'll get
Oh,
to.
yeah.
You got the lady who cries a lot.
The
Did
actress
you hear her say
lady.
ouchie?
You have this guy who
Blood
is just a
rain.
sex
David,
symbol.
He was in UHF with Weird Al.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, he does look familiar.
You got this guy. Oh wait, no.
Might as well throw him in.
So yeah, there's a lot to like about this movie, and I'm a sucker for miniatures, and there's so many goddamn miniatures
Yes.
mixed with so much fucking terrible CGI.
Ugh.
But everybody was on board for it. Everybody was hamming it up in a way. So this was a really fun movie to watch. But
You know what's good when the opening scene they crash the miniature plane into downtown Denver.
Yeah.
this guy's just trying to work on
Right?
for fucking Tuesday.
He's just trying to get that promotion and working late hours, press the boss, and he just gets screwed.
Now, see,
I
this,
knew
this
that was
supports my
coming too.
theory.
I could tell it was going to happen.
This supports my theory that the movie was actually made in like 1995.
Looking at
Yeah.
The
that,
computer.
Look at the computer, yeah.
Oh, he's in Denver in '95.
we still had those in early 2000s.
There were LCDs by then.
Dude, you had a monitor like that until 2 years ago. What are you talking about?
Well, that's me.
yes.
Maybe he works at the DMV. You know.
And that opening scene where they crash that plane into Nakatomi Plaza and it turns into like a RC like model plane was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Where's the...
Do you think he
Amazing.
had enough time to shit his pants before he got hit by the plane?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I bet so.
You think he died there? Because it seemed like it just kind of bounced off the building.
Yeah, I mean, that's
He had
strong
abs.
building.
It hit his abs and just bounced off.
It hit a CRT and it just stopped it. I think it was too heavy. It stopped the plane.
Oh man.
That's like one of 3 or 4 miniature
Yes.
planes they crashed into a
Yes.
miniature
We
set.
kept getting stuff too. It was great.
So let's get into a little bit of the plot though.
No.
You sound happy
Hacking.
to be doing that.
It's the early 2000s, so hacking.
We got Neil.
Yes.
Neil's our main character. He's introduced, like we said. He's a cool dude. Mm-hmm. But they're responding to this accident, and they're all brought into like the crisis center at the FAA, where only Neil knows what the truth is about this occipital plant, Borg or whatever.
Axillus chip.
The
Axillus
chip.
chip. And the general comes in.
In his Hawaiian shirt.
And he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And they never address that. Like,
Well,
Was he
I
on
think
vacation?
it's July 4th, so he's probably at a barbecue and he got called in for this.
Oh,
For
God.
this
That's a nice
crises.
Hawaiian shirt.
That picture. He looks like he's wearing an Egger suit or something.
He's the NSA.
He
it's
does
'cause
look like
his
he's got
neck-
an Edgar
his
suit on.
His neck has failed him. So
Sugar,
Jesus.
water,
It's very yellow.
more sugar.
Oh my goodness.
he's Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But he works
Truly.
for the NSA, it says, but he was also referred to as the general. So
Yeah.
His general
Yeah.
something on his name tag.
Yeah, General
Robert.
Blanche Roberts.
Something like that. So we have the FBI there as well.
Who was the FBI? I didn't.
Wait, was the FBI there? They were saying
yes.
the FBI was looking at it, but the FBI.
I thought the guy who starts yelling at him, it looked like a clip from another movie, was FBI.
The guy who starts yelling at him?
We don't care about your ideas. We just want the reports.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Well,
about.
that's his
Okay.
boss at the FAA.
No, we're not. I think
That's,
you're conflating.
no, that's
It
a different
doesn't.
guy.
It really doesn't matter.
it
it doesn't-
we
totally
don't need
matters to the plot of this film, Chris.
How dare you?
I don't pay you to come up with
The point
wild
is,
conspiracy theories.
The FBI couldn't figure it out. This guy
No,
did.
see, I'm with the FBI when he's that Neil guy gets up and gives a diatribe. He's like, "It's the occipital chips. They've been this and that, and it's all hearsay. He has absolutely
Yeah, he has
zero proof.
no proof.
Like that's dangerous, right?
Well, he probably read it on a message board somewhere.
You mean you could say things that aren't true and it could cause issues?
I'm just
Talking
saying.
about.
Never heard of that.
So you're saying he's going to get pardoned?
No, but Spiffy's right.
Right.
That's the problem. He's right about it all, and it's
Didn't-
frustrating.
Did anyone else think his hacker buddy looked like Doogie Howser?
Yes.
All grown up, Doogie.
Who is that
Howser?
guy? He looks familiar.
It's Doogie.
He does look familiar. It's Doogie.
No, it's not
Doogie.
too.
Oh my god, look at his hand there. He looks like a fucking prop. Like it looks like a fake hand.
He's got long
He's got
fingers.
fingers.
They're
yeah.
they're so pale because they're so long. The blood can't get to them. Oh my god.
Their clocks and shit are crooked too. Damn it.
Yeah.
But did anyone notice that the clocks weren't
Crooked
running?
clock syndrome.
Yeah, they weren't running. They just set them.
Yeah.
Which is good because
gonna
you don't want to
happen.
have to mess it with between takes and stuff. But
They should just
True.
CG'd him.
take the second hand off.
The way they were just like putting
Just throwing it on
CG in
there.
so casually, you wouldn't even have noticed. They're so good
Yeah.
at it half the time.
All right.
So
So he figures out the next flight.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Is that Flight Simulator from '95?
Oh my
that is-
that is
god.
like yes, that is video game quality from the
That's-
90s, like cutscene
Yeah.
quality.
That's like the
That's
original Flight
pretty-
Simulator.
That's pretty
Right?
good for a low budget movie, I thought.
Yeah,
For
you
the
think?
time. Yeah.
Do you think it's
for
just
the
because this
time.
movie is super ambitious with that
I
stuff?
think it's because they filmed it
Yeah.
in 1995.
Yes.
A lot of these movies, they would have just not shown any of that. So
When,
I'm thankful they at least put some of it in.
That's true. I would have been here for miniatures all the way, though.
Oh
yeah, just do plain miniatures. That would have been
Yeah.
even better.
Green screen plane miniatures. That's all you need to do.
They do some green screening of the people, which doesn't work, but it's
Okay.
fun.
So yeah, moving on. He's on the what do
Well,
you
he
call it?
he hops on his motorcycle because he figures
Yeah.
out the next
Well,
flight that's
'cause
going to get
of
hacked.
course this guy rides a motorcycle.
Oh,
of course he
obviously.
does.
Cool. He's got an earring. What the fuck else would he
when-
ride?
he leaves the office and they've already started boarding this plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
He rides to the airport, runs through the door, chased by security.
That was fun.
If Odie's getting arrested because he goes, I'm with the FAA.
Okay, go ahead.
We need to stop this plane.
So this is the thing with that scene. I'm gonna play it, but then we'll discuss it.
Stop that plane! Oh my God! Hey, buddy, you know who you're dealing with here. I'm with the FAA. You better show me some ID. Look at my chest, brother. My pockets. Get the pilot of that plane on the phone. Get it done.
Patch me through to 672.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right, hold on. This motherfucker is driving down the highway on his motorcycle. Okay?
Yeah.
He flies into the airport. This security guard guy is standing outside doing whatever security guard stuff. He runs through the whole airport. The security guard chases him down, tackles him.
Yes.
He lets him go when he says he's with the FAA. And then this fucking security guard starts ordering people to like let him on this plane, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Like this goes on where he's like, get the captain.
Well,
Yeah.
How?
What's your
How?
question?
also, he drives the
He
cart
drives
thing
the ladder plane. Yeah.
To his death.
to his death. He dies.
There he is. And he's fucking dead. Dead.
It didn't
It's
explode.
amazing.
The dude died.
Yeah. How did you know how to drive that?
Get to the ladder.
I
at that.
assume it's just like a truck.
Yeah.
That fucker's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like driving a forklift, though. You know, you gotta. There's all these levers. And
Oh, and the weight.
complicated.
You gotta think the weight of the ladder system.
complicated.
Probably. It's complicated. You gotta
I
have
love
like a PHL license or whatever the hell they.
I mean, he obviously didn't know what he was doing because he drove through the only other baggage cart on the runway
That's true.
prior. Which I was just like, how do you do that?
I also
massive
think
runway.
he might not know what he's doing because he does end up just flipping the whole thing at the end and dying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was
It's
funny though.
debatable.
They're like, fuck you, security guard guy. We'll just kill you for some reason. Like why? And nobody mentions it or anything.
No.
Like the main guy is like, who cares?
It's like, okay, I'm on the plane now. Fuck that guy.
That
movie
sequence
can
was so
start.
amazing, though. Again on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
And
that's
how did
the
he?
like.
How did he not get blown away by the jets?
Right.
Yes.
He's from the FAA, Lindsay.
He's from the FAA.
He has special abilities.
They have training.
That sequence highlights like the effort for this movie.
Yes.
Whereas like, how are we gonna make this guy getting on a plane exciting? I don't know. Let's just have him be late and. What if we make the security guard randomly die? Okay, like it's fun.
But the music's
cool.
pumping, you like the action's going, you're already into it at that point. You're like,
When it was
yes.
happening, I was hoping for like a commando entrance on the plane, like he jumps on the wheels or something.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is gonna be one of these.
But before that, we are introduced to Christiana Loken, who everybody knows from Terminator 3, and probably that's and Blood Rain.
Blood Rain.
Yeah, Spluttering. We watched.
Yes.
Who I don't have a problem with per se. I thought she was an alright Terminator. I don't know. This movie kind of undermines her a little bit, but we're introduced to her because this is her last flight.
It's her last day. She wasn't even supposed to be here.
Not even supposed to be here. She's getting too old for this shit, Lindsay.
She's starting
Look
a
at all the
hip plop,
tropes.
hip plop,
Hip hop clothes.
hip hop
Hippie
liner
hops.
clones, hippie
Hippity
hops.
hops.
So, tell me, those hippity hoppity clothes you're going to be selling?
It's hip hop.
Right. Those are those ridiculous clothes that my nieces and nephews love and I hate, right?
Right. That's why I'm going to give them a big discount.
I hate that
mean-
guy. Fuck that guy. That's so fucking stupid. You say something like that.
I feel like
Oh, the
that's a
other guy's worse,
conversation you
though.
would hear out in the real world.
Much more international.
Those clothes that I hate.
Well, then the other guy tries hitting on her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I want
It's
to
your
talk about.
last turn.
Major sexual harassment.
Guys,
Yeah.
this guy. Look at
Yes.
that. Let's just. This guy is hitting on her.
Yes.
He's a pilot.
He's a pilot. They're a very egotistical.
Really?
Yes, they're like, I don't know, making totally shit up. I have no idea.
Well, she needs to find out what she's been missing.
Oh yeah,
Would you
Yeah.
date that guy? Who would date
Nope,
that guy?
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't. No.
If you would
Scott
date him?
would.
Totally.
What works about it for you?
He's a pilot.
It's just the pilot?
I'll tell you what works within their circle.
He looks pretty
of-
cool there.
I'll tell you the realism in it is like you travel and work with these people constantly. You get off at the same cities, you stay in the same hotels, you get back on the same plane.
You get
it
off
just
the
happens.
plane,
You know what I'm
and then you
saying?
get off again.
Get off at the hotel.
Like that is
Shenanigans
definitely a
will
thing.
abound.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm sad.
this ain't working for me, this couple. Like, I could see her and this guy, maybe.
Well, he is a general.
Is it his hair, Chris? It's his hair.
It's his neck.
Good Lord.
It makes me hungry.
It's like a Weekend at Bernie's thing going on there.
But no, we do, obviously, Stephen Borff, is immediately, they're getting hot and heavy.
Oh, yeah.
There's sparks.
Because she is set up as a damsel in distress in just about every scene in this movie. Mm-hmm. Which is a little annoying.
Yeah.
Because she is a woman.
Oh. And it is.
That's they literally is literally a scene
Every
where
90s movie.
she has to pull the lever and the captain keeps yelling more power and it's like she can't because she's a woman. It's
She's
not
a lady.
Stupid.
until Stephen Borff gets there and really yanks it.
He's
might
got to
break a nail.
he's got to come in because she's getting tired, so he's got to help her finish it.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah.
Tug harder.
So stupid.
So close.
Air panic.
It is frustrating though, because she seems capable, like in the film, until
Yeah.
they make her like they just pick times to make her like not up to the task.
They have her break down a couple times. Like
She's
when-
like a
when
confident person, and she, but yeah.
We learn that she's leaving the flight attendant business to start her own business because she wants a more predictable life with less responsibility. Mm-hmm. It's like you're starting your own business and you want less responsibility.
Right?
Yeah.
It was the end of the 90s.
Fuck it.
Dude,
The economy was booming.
You could start a business in the 90s, you'd be rich. Son.
Just started .com, right?
Right.
Ooh.
I also go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I also love how we get the backstory of most of the passengers. We get little snippets of their lives.
That was going to be
was
one of the that was going to be my comment, but you said it much nicer than I did.
So
I was incredibly frustrated with the fact that these random people would just start fucking conversations with other random people in a way where I'd be like, why in the fuck
I'm
are
going
you
to tell
talking
you
about?
about my life.
Right?
That happens though on planes.
That does happen. People are
does.
weirdos.
We have Mr. Smooth, who runs into a flight attendant that he went to school with.
Billy Sly Williams.
Right.
Yeah, I have things to say about that at the end too.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We have the crying lady, who literally says at one point, "Ouchie."
Ouchie! I broke my arm.
Okay,
Ouchie!
but she
Yeah,
has
just
the
look at
best
it, right?
arc in this movie. She has the best
She's
arc.
going to
Oh
see
my
her
God.
dad.
Her dad is dying, and as soon as the plane crash lands at the end of the movie and there's flyers
We gotta take you to
everywhere,
see your dad.
a random nurse shows up.
Rando. He's not even a nurse.
It's just a
He's just a random guy.
And this is what he says.
Zoe Michaels? Yeah, I'm Zoe.
Miss Michaels, your father.
Oh, God, what is it?
No, he's doing much better. If you want, you can come with me and I'll take you to see him. He's been asking about
He
you.
has?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
And then no one heard. And after
That's
that, no
another
one heard
movie,
from her or
guys.
saw her again because that
he's
guy's
Air Panic
definitely a
too.
serial killer.
Air Panic too, right there.
This is the ending of Black Dog, where he's like, "And you get a puppy, and you get to keep the tractor trailer,
Just
and your
hop
record
on
is
my
exposed."
private jet.
Yeah.
And,
Medicare for all. That's why we
Oh
need
my
it.
Come with me. I'll
God.
take you to see him.
So we have Mr. Anxiety Guy.
Yes.
Yes, afraid of
He's just
flying.
like crazy.
I'm
Oh
so
my
scared of
goodness.
flying.
Yeah, he's freaking out the whole time.
literally jumps out.
We have the doctor.
He literally
Doctor
jumps
Who
out of
was
the
like it.
Yeah.
And then we have Mysterious Lady who turns
Yeah.
out to be an actress. She plays a nurse on TV.
Yes.
See, I thought this was going to be some Passenger 57
So her
shit
comforting-
where she's like Elizabeth Hurley.
I
Oh,
thought
that
she
would have been
Ah,
Yeah,
Bit
but
twist.
no.
Let's talk about the sucking out scene because that was pretty fun. And not, I didn't mean it like that. I meant, but
I was like, what?
interesting the description there. The cabin depressurization scene.
There you go.
Oh, that was so awesome. And then he,
Oh, God.
the one guy freaks out. He's panicking.
Yes.
Which I could see panicking. But like,
Yeah,
is that
totally.
really
Well,
what
this
your
guy is-
reaction is going to be?
this guy's afraid of
Some
flying.
people have tried it. It's a thing
really?
that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
people
could see
just
that.
freak out and they just want off the plane.
And honestly, I would have been extremely disappointed in an airplane thriller movie if that door wasn't going to open at some point.
Right.
Yes, that's true.
They
And
always
it was-
have to have that scene.
And that was pretty good too. Like when the door opened, like it was pretty good for the
It was pretty.
level of this film. You know what I'm saying? Like there was wind.
There was they had a fan.
Stuff got blown
They had a
around.
fan. Yes.
Let go of the door! Let go!
Oh man, that's so good.
CG.
That was like some Darkman level shit there at the end.
Right?
Well, and
Totally.
it also served the purpose of getting rid of the co-pilot.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like how at the end of that sequence,
I'm free.
that's pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I like at the end of the sequence when our FAA guy just picks the door up and puts it back on.
Right?
Yes.
How does that work?
No. It's the pressure sucked it back in.
I don't think that's how it works.
That was the same door. I thought the door went out. I couldn't
That's
tell.
what I thought.
I thought it was gone
wait,
with them.
did the
No,
door
it's
go
the same
out?
door.
It is the same.
Let's
Roll the
I was
cut.
questioning that.
let's
whole
roll the
time.
clip.
Let go of the door! Let go!
They
It
don't
looks like
show
it
it.
go-
We don't
I'm
see
pretty
it.
sure it went out.
It looks like I thought it got sucked out too, because I'm
let
like,
me
where'd
just
they get another door?
Put it down and
That's what I was
it's sucked.
questioning.
What?
Why
That
wouldn't it
makes no
get
sense.
sucked out like everything else was? So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have no idea.
The magic of editing.
Speaking of the magic of editing, there's a sequence in this movie where they stumble upon what seems to be the bad guy's lair, and these SWAT agents
my
from Ticker
God.
show up and just start shooting everything. And it is so badly edited, and I'm pretty sure it's footage from another movie or something.
Has
'cause
to
It
be.
might
It looked like a
be.
futuristic like
these guns they
neighborhood or
have
something,
look-
right?
And
yeah. Well,
Dad's got a smart.
What are they shooting at?
that is
I don't
cut
know.
so fast, and the
That's
visuals you
another
see for
movie, right?
a moment here and there look like visuals from another movie.
And you also see a wet paint sign like 10 times.
The set wasn't done dry.
The set wasn't done dry.
Just blow it up.
But this is basically like our speed scene where we lose Jeff. What's his name? Yeah, you know what I mean. We lose our partner, our friend.
Yeah, the other coder, the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the recorder guy who was too
FAA
much of a wimp
buddy.
to do anything.
Doesn't
Yep.
say it. I was looking in IMDb to see if they had mentioned anything, but it doesn't say any footage was used.
Yeah, I
from
couldn't
different
find a
movie.
whole lot about this film.
It's just it was that.
It
that
felt like it, right?
Sequence was cut so fast it made it seem like
Yeah.
they were trying to hide that fact.
Well, and just like when that truck, the military truck, like a military truck, drives into this like futuristic neighborhood where all the buildings look weirdly futuristic.
Well,
I was
'cause they
like,
s-
this is Chicago? Where are they?
Yeah, because they said it's supposed to be Chicago, and I'm like, what part of
Yeah,
fucking
if-
Chicago is this?
Yeah, it didn't. It felt very
It looked
futuristic.
more like Detroit.
Yeah.
It's right next to the Baltimore International Airport.
yeah, I can pick that up then.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I question that.
And like the SWAT team they look like they're wearing futuristic stuff.
Yeah.
it's very weird.
It's very weird.
I don't know.
But we're introduced to our baddie.
Let's talk about the bad
Yeah.
guy. What'd you guys think of him?
Yes.
I liked him a lot. He was so
Yes.
over the top and crazy. He was hamming it up and having a good time. He went for it. It was good.
I like the reveal of the burn on his face too.
Yeah, that was cool. Although there's some scenes where it doesn't seem like he has it.
because he did
They
it.
hide it in the shadows, Aaron.
No, but he's like,
Yes.
I'm in the shadow.
He's like Phantom of the Opera.
but but his face looks fine, and then later they reveal it again, and like, wait,
My
what?
favorite shots of him are when he's filming himself with the video camera and the TV's behind him showing himself on the TV with the video camera. It's like,
Oh my God.
what is this?
That reminds me of when the SWAT team or whatever is going to find him in those buildings, and they show his security camera, and it's like a handy
Yeah,
cam
it's
on
just
a
like
stick.
Consumer camera taped to a stick.
Like a pull string to move it.
It's like, this guy's brilliant. Look at that.
Oh my
What is
God.
that?
Look at that. That's a model, by the way.
It has to be.
That looks
that's a
so
That's a miniature
weird.
for
Yeah,
sure.
it's so
What
cool
is-
though.
what
There's
is
even
it
there's a
supposed to be?
dog sitting there.
It looks.
It's a
Look at those
neighborhood.
pipes like above the
Yeah,
houses.
what the fuck is that?
It's very futuristic. I thought this was like very sci-fi when I saw this.
Yeah, that whole sequence I think is I'm going with it's from a
Something
different
else.
movie. The bad guy looks cool though.
Oh yeah. but he sounds like Justin Long, so it's kind of hard to take him seriously.
Whoa, is that who you thought? I wrote down. Where did I write down? Trent Reznor mixed with Balky from Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, I got Balky vibes for sure.
Corson Larry Appleton.
But he kind of looked like he was gonna start doing some like Pretty Hate Machine songs or something.
Yeah, I thought that. It's the hair.
He looked a little like Judd Nelson too.
Down in it.
Judd Nelson.
I was up above it. Oh shit! It's a plane reference. He's in 9 Inch Nails.
Yep.
And then we could talk about the captain who does injure himself and has serious neck problems. Look at that nose, man. Right up there. You can see the brain up that thing.
And there was probably like 20 minutes in the movie where like every 2 minutes someone was asking, is he okay? Is he all right?
Dude, I would be asking that because that's the fucking pilot.
He's the captain.
Is he still okay?
Well, it doesn't really matter because the plane doesn't need a pilot. It's all
That's
completely
true.
just
It's all
autopilot
automatic.
with a joystick.
They talk about that like, well, we need the autopilot. We can't land a plane without the autopilot. Really? People can't land a plane without autopilot anymore?
If you don't have
Not
autopilot,
in this world.
it's a
Not in this world.
10-to-1 chance of crashing.
Is that true though? Like,
I don't know about
No, of
that.
course it's not true.
No, my
don't think so?
my uncle's a pilot, and yeah, he says autopilot can do everything except land.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So
I
he has
believe
to
that.
land.
It's like cruise control for the plane, basically. Like you keep the same
Yeah.
speed in the air, and you're good.
It's autopilot. It'd be like if there's this computer that could fly the plane.
But that
You
that
know,
cockpit
yeah, it's called
was so
autopilot.
Well,
unrealistic.
none of the rest of the technology in this movie makes any
Yeah.
sense.
No,
so.
nothing
None of
does.
the airplane tech made sense. Like
No.
they didn't do
No.
any research.
That little
at all on
tunnel they
how
were in
planes work.
underneath. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
AJ used to have that laptop.
I thought it
no, that's a Sony Vio. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
That's badass.
I
cool
thought he
webcam
pulled out
and
a DVD player, a portable DVD player.
What is he on? Is he on a broadband card? What's happening?
He's on the
here?
internet.
It was he had a dial-up noise. Yeah. Cellular modem.
The satellite phone. And he gets great video quality for that.
Right?
The whole plane, right?
Dude, his
I'm
upload
impressed.
speed was great. Yeah, you can't
My
get that on a plane
favorite
anymore.
where he had his little headset and he's like, patch me through to the jet pilots.
Yeah.
And they were able to patch him through to the F-18
Instantly.
pilots.
It's the FAA.
Oh my
any of that
god.
Now, I got a question for you. Since we're talking about the tech and stuff, so I know this is like a gray zone because the movie's ridiculous, but the cabin that they're flying in, he can hear everything because he can hear through the black box.
Laser
But when the
microphones.
captain runs out to talk to the crowd in the back of the plane, he can still hear him, but then can't through the rest of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought
he
they
has like
disabled it somehow.
selective hearing.
I'm like, so where can you really hear him and on the plane?
When it's plot dependent.
I don't know how. I watched this movie and I don't know how, or I don't know what happened. Like I don't know how.
I don't know
he
anything
was
about what happened.
All of a sudden, okay, he cut the red, green, blue wire, and now
Uh-huh.
he could land the plane or something.
They
But how did they come to that realization? I don't know.
They
Oh,
look
the
at
best-
they look
schematics.
at the specs for the
The
chip or
best,
something.
my
yeah.
my favorite part of this movie is he uploads the virus that the guy created.
Right?
He's like, I created that virus. I was just like, oh my god.
Well, and then they're reading the
That's amazing.
schematics, and he's having Christina Loken look at them, and she has no idea what she's looking at. He's like, which auxiliary port? She's like, I don't know. And he's like, guess. It's like, why don't you fucking look at the schematics? She
Yeah,
doesn't
but
know what it
Intense, like,
is.
doesn't have time.
But he touches her face and tells her to relax. She can do
Oh
it.
my god.
Just take a
Maybe if
deep
he'd
breath.
stop yelling at her, she'd be able to read the goddamn thing.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I like. He's looking for which one
fuser.
is. He's looking for which one is the main chip. And you have auxiliary 1 and auxiliary
Star
2.
Trek
Two.
level shit where they go in and like pull the little cards out, put them in different
Were
order.
they talking about the fuse, like pulling the fuse at one point? I was like, this is ridiculous.
So terrible.
But we
Yeah.
do get footage of the bad guy in his lair looking out, and it appears as though he's on a nuclear facility on the moon, which was pretty badass.
Dude, he was in
That's
his
the Calvert
his
Cliffs.
Enterprise van, and he hopped out
So, I
at
mean,
the plant.
he wanted to die because he was trying to get it to crash into
Yeah.
those towers.
Right?
I have a question.
I wouldn't want to die in Baltimore personally.
I mean,
No, me either.
no, that'd be a horrible place to die.
He drains most of the fuel on the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would make it so when it crashed, it wouldn't explode.
Yeah, I
he
was
saved
so
enough.
confused.
He saved just enough.
Just
Just
enough.
enough.
Just enough.
But if you have just
not
enough to explode, you
anything.
probably have just enough to land.
So they rip the chip out and they take manual control of the plane. It's like the most dumbest thing I've ever heard about. But it seemed to work out pretty well
We have
considering the
manual
whole movie
control.
they're telling you it doesn't work.
Right?
Yes.
But it
Because
worked.
of the occipital
But
chip.
does it work, AJ? The flaps don't come down. They run out of
landing
fuel.
gear doesn't
The
come
landing gear
down.
is stuck.
I'm not a technician or a pilot, but I'm pretty sure the flaps would still work separate from
Yeah, flaps are manual.
But the
They're-
chip out.
There's like a mechanical
of the
linkage
auto
for those.
control.
No, those planes are all computer.
Nah, there's some stuff that has to be still mechanical.
Nope.
I'm sure there has to be.
There's no manual
There's
release.
none of those big 747s now.
So what do
Aren't
you
there like
do?
backup
Possibly go wrong.
systems?
So
Aren't
if
there like
there's-
backup
There's like 17
redundancies?
backup systems, yeah.
What if there's an
There
EMP?
has to be.
You got bigger problems if there's an EMP in the air near you.
Well, that was another thing. Early on, they say like he threatens to shut off the engines, and it's implied that like the plane will just stop and fall out of the sky. That's not how it works.
No, you
Well, they
glide.
shut off
You could glide
they
for
shut
quite
off
a
the
long
engines
time.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. You ever see that
Depending on
Tom
wing,
Hanks movie
wing
where he
design,
lands
how
that
much
fucking
lift
plane?
it have.
Did you see
How
Harrison
heavy
Ford
it
land on
is?
the wrong runway?
In the Hudson?
Harrison Ford fucking landed a plane. He was the president.
Get
Not
off
only that,
my
he
plane.
kicked all the terrorists off the plane.
He literally
Single-handedly.
Like,
Single-handedly.
I think Harrison Ford could still do that shit because he's so grumpy nowadays.
He's
I'm
so
pretty sure he would
grumpy.
just kick everyone off the plane anyways.
He's
He'd
a
be like, get
pilot,
off my
too."
plane. Well, Harrison, no, this is a public flight. You get off my plane.
Get off our golf course.
I mean, you can't blame him. That last Indiana Jones would make anyone grumpy, right?
Well, he's apparently doing another one.
There's
Yeah.
another one. Yep.
I don't think he
Is
gives
Shia
a
LaBeouf
shit.
going to be in it?
I hope.
No. I don't think. I don't
Bring
think
back
you're
the
gonna see Shia
monkeys.
LaBeouf anymore. Isn't he?
He's a little
off the
trouble.
deep end.
Yeah.
Shia
No
LaBeouf.
surprise, right?
There's some Shia Labeouf. Is that what you said going on?
That's what his name means.
Yeah. Labeouf.
Let's take a look at the landing of the plane, which is just fantastic.
Dude.
So
Beautiful,
amazing.
beautiful. I
They
can
coulda
understand
just
why
half-
that was just
Hold
the trailer.
it steady.
Hold it steady.
Keeps going. Get the engine flying off.
You're missing part of the plane. Keep it steady, guys.
What the fuck? How are you steering? There's nothing to steer.
I like
You
how
just hold
everything
on.
went wrong. Like, they couldn't even get the freaking landing gear down either.
Nope.
So good.
I think you'd want to drain all the fuel so that when you do try to land, you don't blow
Yes,
up.
that is.
Yeah.
that's
Probably.
operating
So
would
it worked
make
out in their
sense.
favor.
Yeah. What a fantastic movie.
It was fantastic.
And then
And that
You
little-
think everything's okay. and
Right?
It's gonna go
Yes.
off into the
We got a little
sunset.
Die Hard ending, right?
it was
That-
good.
That reveal when the plane comes busting out of the hangar like it's some kind of monster, that was amazing. I loved that part. It's like
I like that you got like the personal thing with the bad guy and the protagonist then, where they had like a real.
Yeah.
It's like Speed.
it is speed. That's
It's
Yeah.
Speed.
It's
You're like,
speed
oh,
on a
it's
plane.
over. Oh, but it's not over.
Nope.
It's actually not over, Jack.
Pop quiz.
Hot shot.
Yeah.
Hot shot.
Now,
And then
what is he driving though? What's about? I picture him in an ice cream
ambulance.
truck for some
Yeah,
reason.
it was
right?
some
Ambulance.
weirdo ambulance.
Okay.
It was cool, though. He, like, rigged that thing up with all kinds of knobs and dials. It was pretty sweet.
the best kind. Yeah. And then Stephen Borff and Christiana Loken go off into the distance. And the cops
Beautiful
just let them
shot.
leave and everything. Yeah. And I don't
Yep.
think
Don't have to
Just walk
question or
off.
anything.
They're like walking
I mean-
off down the runway for some reason.
I love that
He is
his
FAA,
his
FAA.
truck or whatever gets caught on the landing gear of the other plane and they go crashing.
Oh yeah, that was so cool. So cool.
Yeah. And she gets to open her hippity hoppity shop. One can only
Right?
assume.
Right?
And Stephen Borff stays just as washed up as he ever was.
But he got to ride a motorcycle at the end to save the day.
That's pretty cool.
So it all connects.
Yeah, see, we knew
I like
he could.
he was like yelling at the ambulance for like 15 minutes and no one was doing anything. So
Right?
the cops are just sitting there like twiddling their thumbs. It's a very realistic film. Very realistic.
I have a lot to say about how every character wrapped up in this film, though. Because everybody hooked up with somebody.
Yeah.
It was a love
Happy
fight,
ending.
yeah.
Because you got the actress who hooked up with the pilot.
Yeah. Sweet
You had
Lois.
our two leads that hooked up with each other. You had the one stewardess hook up with her high school friend who sexually
Totally
assaulted
changed
her in high
Yeah.
school.
That was
And
bad.
she's gonna let him do it again.
And she's gonna let him. This time she won't have a problem with it.
Oh, it's so
That was
fucked up.
bad.
I was
That
like,
bad.
what? Did she just say like he messed with her in high school, but this time she won't have a problem with him getting handsy? What the fuck?
Exactly.
In his defense, he did put a rag over her head
That's true.
at one point in the movie, signaling to the audience that he is a changed man.
He is a changed man.
and the
Oh my
sins of his
God.
past must be forgiven, Lindsay.
Not buying it.
He's not a douchebag anymore.
He unfortunately is not FAA, so he doesn't have all the clearances. So that comes with that, but
But then the ouch lady is probably gonna have sex, maybe with consent, with the guy that came and picked her up to go see her dad. Like everybody just hooked up with someone at the end.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's just going to be murdered.
Yeah. That felt like a
It's
murder.
a
waiting to
traumatic
happen.
experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a creepy face too.
Yeah. And he was wearing a suit for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Who's going
hell?
home with this guy? That's all I want to know.
Someone lucky
This guy,
tourist.
maybe that guy.
Ah!
All right. I feel like it's time to move on. All right. Does anyone have any alternate titles?
For you.
I should.
I have one.
I
right,
don't.
let's
I
hear it.
should though.
It's fly the shittily CGI'd skies. That's it. Because there's the slogan, fly the friendly skies.
For skies. That's pretty good.
It's terrible.
Aaron, what do you got?
Fly hard.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Airspeed.
It is
Okay.
airspeed.
Altitude adjustment instead of attitude
Nice.
adjustment.
Oh.
Nice.
This one's
That's
pretty
a
bad.
thinker.
This one's pretty bad. Hacktocopter, because there's no helicopters involved in this at all. Colonel Panic instead of Colonel Panic. Scott will get that one. Josie and the Whooshy Crash.
Josie and the Whooshy Crash.
Whooshy Crash? I have no idea.
Whooshy? What?
Because planes go whoosh.
Oh my God, that is unbelievably
Something a
stupid.
toddler says.
That is the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard. Are you kidding me?
Unfortunately, no.
Whooshy crash. I like it.
Her name was Josie, right?
Yeah, it was Josie.
Christina Logan's
Was
name
it?
is Josie. So for some reason, it put that in my brain. Josie and the Pussycats. Plane 672, where are you?
Oh. Got it.
Kane and disabled autopilot.
Like
We have the whole Cain and Abel story. And then we have FAAA, flying assholes at altitude. That's all I got.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Well, I got Dorf Airlines, obviously. Josie and the Shitty Cast.
No way.
Oh.
You just made that up.
I did. Passenger 69, because it was everybody. And Panic at the Shit Show.
Oh, there you
Instead
go.
of Panic at the Disco.
Disco. Yeah.
Nice.
It was a hard one to come up with alternate titles for, I'm not going to lie.
It's tough to beat Air Panic.
Tough to beat Air
pretty
Panic.
good.
But what's next? Do we play a game next? I forgot how we do the show. Is it game time?
Game time.
All right, let's go play a game. All right, here we go.
Anytime, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppet. Try your best and sloppy, and your conclusions are highly unpleasant. Shall we play?
I am fucking stupid. It's really hard to come up with these games now.
Uh-oh.
I was like,
Is it a penis or is it an airplane?
Close. All right.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
No, we're gonna play airplane or Billy Zane.
Oh my God.
I love Billy Zane.
This is not a visual one. This is an audio one. So
Oh my
it will
god.
either be the sound of a Billy Zane or an airplane. Now, to keep it competitive, the clips are very short. Now,
you don't say.
Some of them were so short that the StreamYard said it was too short to upload. So I had to duplicate them in there, and you'll hear it.
Okay.
Well, let's just get to it. Here we go. Question 1 for airplane or Billy Zane.
That visual.
Wow.
Would you like to hear that again?
Yes.
Billy Zane.
I'm gonna say airplane.
Billy Zane.
I think it's Zane.
I think it's
One more time. One more time.
Zane airplane.
Yeah, it's him.
All right,
It's
here we
him.
go. It's Billy Zane. It's on an episode of Charmed where Billy Zane sings.
Nice.
I didn't think
Okay,
I'd
are you
wanna
ready?
see that.
Question 2. Ooh, that was loud. Oh, God.
That's an
a
airplane. That's a plane.
Should I do it again? Are you guys ready?
Is it not?
All right.
All right, here we go. One more time.
That is so loud.
It has to be a
Billy
plane. It's
Zane.
so loud.
All right, here's the answer. It's going to be loud again.
Damn it.
What
That
a
is
trick.
Billy Zane, angry
Damn
in
you,
Titanic.
Two.
Tight.
Oh, we're gonna do it this way now. It could be any scene he's in making any sort of
No.
sound.
I don't know. Let's just go with it, all right?
Seems like an arbitrary rules. In this
Yeah, well,
question
you know.
I'm not gonna get any of these right.
We're complaining about the arbitrariness of Billy Zane or airplane.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right. Question 3. That was a doubled one because it was so short.
I think it's a plane.
I think it's a plane.
Zane.
Plane.
Why?
God damn it!
Why?
That's Billy Zane.
Are there any planes in this game?
There are planes in this game. Are you ready for number 4? Oh my God, there was no sound.
There's no sound.
Billy Zane.
Like where?
There's an airplane.
It is there, but it's so quiet. What do you go with?
I'm gonna say a plane.
A plane? Because we haven't had one for quite a while.
Ever?
All right, it is in fact Billy Zane making no noise.
You jerk.
Billy Zane not saying anything. All right, that might have been a cheap one. I'm sorry.
Again, arbitrary rules. He doesn't even have to make a sound now.
Oh my god.
That's the sound of Billy Zane not saying anything. All right.
I don't know. I think the games are getting better.
Holy shit.
All right, here we go. Number 5.
Billy Zane, because there are no planes.
I'm gonna say Billy Zane. And now it's gonna be a plane.
Choking on a taco or something.
All right. And the answer is
Honor me.
Ah,
Billy
yay.
Zane again.
is a Billy Zane. Number 6.
That's a plane.
That's a
Rudy
no, it's Billy
Giuliani
Zane.
farting.
It's Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
That's a plane.
It's
No,
a plane.
Is that? It's Rudy Giuliani farting. All right, here it is again.
It's gotta be a plane.
What the fuck is that? It's Billy Zane going.
Or he's farting or something.
Oh, yeah, I nailed it.
Damn it.
That was Billy Zane for the.
They're all from this Good Morning America interview.
Apparently.
All right. Next one.
Oh, for God's
That's gotta
sake.
be a plane. That's gotta be a plane.
That has to be a plane.
That's a plane.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
it's Billy Zane in a
Good Morning
bathroom in an
America.
airplane.
It's got to be a plane.
Is it Billy Zane on a plane? It is a plane.
Finally.
The end.
Oh my
what a
God.
And
Chris,
that
we've hit a new low here.
was Airplane or Billy Zane.
That was good.
There was
It's hard.
only one airplane.
Well, that's because I thought you guys would start to be like, wait, everything's Billy Zane, so there's got to be airplanes, because I thought it would be too obvious. So I was like, I'll just keep Billy Zaning it up.
So what was the silent one about then?
The silent one was, I feel like an
Breathing or
accident.
something?
He just doesn't even say anything. I don't know what.
There's no
Look at this.
audio. We lost the audio somehow.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Maybe you should let somebody else take the reins for the game next week. Just give yourself a little break.
I like the media,
I think this-
though. I like the media games.
Those
I
are
think they're
fun. Those
They
are fun.
I just feel like this is going to end up with you in like an insane asylum or something. I mean,
Well, let us know what you think of Billy Zane or Airplane. Yeah, Olga did say she missed some of Rebecca's games. I was like, oh, I
Well,
can't
yeah,
do
they
this
were a
trivia.
little-
I like the
Yeah.
visual ones.
I think the visual ones or the audio ones are fun, though. I feel like everybody
Nice
can
to mix it up. Yeah.
play along. I don't know.
well, it's no 15,000 foot dam.
Or swimming to New Zealand.
That is not what I fucking said.
Yes,
How
it
dare? We're
is.
not going into that. I want to know what episode that
Hop,
was.
skip, and a swim.
I can go back and listen to that. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, let's move on and figure out what bumper comes next. Shit. Okay. You are listening to the Bad Movie Night podcast. Do you have a recommendation? A question? You want to talk about bad movies? Then join us over at our subreddit. Just search for Bad Movie Night on Reddit and join our community. Now, back to the show.
It's such a good radio voice on that bumper, Chris.
That's one
You
of the
talk so
songs you put your
smoothly
hand
and
up
you sound like you're on the radio.
It's one of the songs where you just put your hand out and you feel the
Yes.
sound.
Yeah, that's just a jamming track, man. Jamming.
I'm probably going to get rid of that Reddit bumper because we don't really use Reddit very often anymore.
No.
Maybe I'll change it to this. I don't know.
We
Nothing
need a
else.
TikTok is what we need.
We need a TikTok.
We do.
We need to get on the TikTok. You're the youngest. Who's the youngest one here? Probably.
Probably you or AJ.
You. Chris is
Right?
the
I
youngest.
Maybe
don't know how
Lindsay.
old Lindsay is. She might be young. She's hipper than me. That's at least.
I
for
am
certain.
not going to share my age. You guys are
Oh,
trying to,
she's
you guys are
sensitive.
trying to expose me.
No.
I would never dare.
That's fair. That's fair.
If I had to
Chris is
guess, I'd
50,
say that
gives you
she's
guys.
Aaron and my age. But
Whoa, we're not doxing or oxing or whatever
No,
the
no.
age oxing is.
I think
Paul Lillianthal will
I
find
will
out.
I will answer the question the way I always answer the question. I'm old enough to be your stepmom.
Really?
I say that too, but people give me a weird
My
look.
stepmom would be fucking old.
I mean,
You're looking good for your age then, Lindsay. Because my stepmom would be like,
Chris didn't get it, Lindsay. It's okay.
He didn't
yeah,
get
he
it.
didn't get
oh,
it.
I didn't get it. Okay.
I can't believe she's 75.
I still don't get it.
One of you youngsters can come up with a
I don't-
TikTok here.
We need to
I don't
roll
even
out
know
the
how to
TikTok
talk the tick
squad.
or anything. I have no idea what the shit
What kind
is.
of
think-
content would you put on the
Chris
top for
dancing.
this?
Dance.
Chris
right?
dancing.
I don't know. What do you put on?
Chris could do a dance, and then we would mimic it. It would cut from all of us as it goes down the line, because it's all about quick cuts. And, yeah,
I don't want to be involved in anything that has
we
to
can
do
use
with
that track for that Reddit.
You were
video.
literally just involved in Airplane or Billy Zane, so just fuck you, all right?
Gregory
I have
says
standards.
Gregory says in the chat, everyone is 29 except the dude with the gray beard. He's like 40, he's like 47.
Exactly.
Hey.
All right, let's move on.
He's not the oldest.
AJ,
Yes,
would you recommend
Billy Zane on a plane.
Air Panic?
Yes, I would recommend Air Panic. This was so much fun. I didn't know what to expect because the trailer was just literally a plane blowing up in BWI. But that was all I needed to get on board. I was like, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be ridiculous. And it exceeded my expectations. I'm a fan. I recommend it.
He's a fan. Spiv.
A trailer told you everything you needed to know about this movie. There's going to be planes and they're going to explode. Highly recommended.
And they did.
And they did.
And
multiple
they did.
times.
Lindsay.
Yes, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I was a little hesitant at first. I was like, oh, this is going to suck. But it sucked in all the right ways.
Right. Like Billy Zane.
Like Billy Zane.
Aaron.
Yeah.
What about you?
What? So, when I recommended this for our history hole a couple weeks ago, the description was bad and the trailer looked ridiculous, and I didn't think it was going to be anything like this. So I was really surprised by how good this film was. Yeah, it's a low budget film, but man, it is fun. It's nonstop action and just insanity. I definitely recommend it, and it's free on Tubi.
Oh, I love these Tubi ones we're getting.
Goddamn Tubi.
Your comparison to Speed is pretty apt.
Yeah.
It's very much the same plot line, but without a bus, it's a plane. But
Without a ship.
But I was happy with the efforts they put in with all the miniature explosions. There's enough going to keep the pacing where you're always entertained. There's enough stupidity in this movie. It's a really fun, cheesy time. I definitely recommend it. Air Panic. Thank you, Paul. Paul is the one who recommended that to us.
Thanks, Paul.
Good
before,
suggestion.
So, yeah, good suggestion.
Very good.
Paul. And that's it for Air Panic. Let's go and read some emails. Let's find that bumper. God, I mean,
Maybe.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Right, last week we watched Destroyer.
Oh, man.
About the man in the prison who survives the electrocution. We spent a lot of time talking about water bills. Paul has a highest water bill nominee, Rock and Roll Nightmare. He says there's a moment in the film where one shower scene ends only for the film to transition to two simultaneously occurring new shower scenes.
Jesus.
We should check that one out.
I'm going to watch that in the shower.
Jack Cost.
Very meta of you.
Yes.
Ooh. Jack Cost says,
Don't ever
I
make that
enjoyed...
ever. Don't
What
ever
the
make that
fuck? Oh, I like the meta nature of your conversation.
We 47-year-olds need to stick together.
I like that.
Jack Cost, who's I think he's a new name, Jack Cost, like Jack Frost, but with a K. I enjoyed hearing you talk about this. I remember renting Destroyer hilariously bad. For your future reviews, I recommend 1978's Spawn of the Slithis.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one to
What?
do. Slithis.
And 1971's The
Never heard of
Corpse Grinders,
Ooh,
Love
that. Sounds
that.
Cool.
which I think is a band, isn't it?
So we need to get into 70s.
I think Jack Cost follows me on Twitter. So.
Oh, well, welcome,
Oh,
Jack.
la-di-da.
What is going on with this way you're talking now all of a sudden, Spiv?
He's 47. He's talking like a 47-year-old.
Let him own it.
It makes me
I have to
deeply
put on
uncomfortable.
my radio voice
Radio
for
voice.
reading the listener feedback.
We definitely need to do some 70s films.
I'm a mouth noise guy on the radio.
Oh, I hate that.
We've done some
Okay,
things, it's just
NPR,
been
knock
a
it
while.
off.
ASMR.
Remember, Chris, we watched The Witch That Came from the Sea?
Which,
Paul
oh
Lilienthal.
boy.
Paul Lilienthal send some alternate titles.
Stop.
Stop, please.
Electrifying performance.
Ooh, that's good.
Phantom of the Opera, Behind Bars. Directed
The
to
adult movie
death.
Oh.
Oh, that's good too.
Hard to Kill, which I think is a Van Damme movie.
That's
Yeah.
a Van Damme movie.
Poorly Executed. That's a good.
That's
good.
fantastic.
And Star Slammer.
Star Slammer's a real movie too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
Poorly executed. That's good
Very
on
good.
multiple levels.
That's good.
Star Slammer.
Kaz Mooney's. We talked about the last meal because the last meal of the guy in the movie was a really old-looking cheeseburger.
Yeah, and asparagus.
It's just the patty was like separate from the bun.
It was a sad patty.
Well, you can't put the patty on top because then it gets soggy with all the ketchup.
That's
When
true.
you microwave it,
You
you
have to
can't
wait.
have them touching.
And then it had refried beans with it for some reason.
Asparagus.
I
right?
like refried beans actually.
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
with a
like 2 old
hamburger.
asparagus.
You're mixing your influences.
now that
you're mixing
there.
cuisine.
Not even like
you guys say
Tex-Mex.
that, I could kind of see refried beans on a burger not being bad. Now that you say that.
With
true.
some
Some
guac
barbecue
and
sauce.
tortilla
I'm
chips.
sure it's been done.
That'd be good.
Anyways, Kaz Mooney says,
I like that.
fun fact, most...
I feel great.
Most states let you order whatever you want for your last meal. However, in Texas, a guy named Lawrence Brewer ordered a ton of food and then refused to eat any of it before he was executed in 2011. So now in Texas, you don't get one.
God, you had to
Who'd've
ruin
thought?
it for everybody.
It ruined
Yep.
it for
The guy in death row, you can't trust him.
Yeah, that guy's like, yeah, of course that's his legacy. He ruined it for everyone.
Right.
Yeah, I think there's a page or a book that has like all these famous killers' last meal in it.
Oh, really?
Like,
That'd be
yeah.
interesting.
Like some of
It's
them,
like a
some of them are really weird. Like some people ordered like fried
a
chicken,
coffee table
KFC. Someone else just wanted like tea, and that was it, and 2 sugar cubes. It's really
That sounds
interesting
cool.
what they chose for their last meals.
I'm gonna go.
I could
yeah,
see
I'm
that as like
thinking
a
little bit of everything.
pictorial coffee table book. You have the picture of
Oh,
each
yeah.
thing, just open it.
Uh-huh.
You go.
That would be cool.
John Wayne Gacy had waffles.
What does that say about him?
Oh my
God.
god.
Yeah, so this guy ordered 2 chicken fried steaks,
Okay.
1 triple patty bacon cheeseburger,
Jesus.
omelet with cheese, ground beef, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, and jalapenos.
Wow.
Fried okra with ketchup. A pound of barbecued meat with half a loaf of white bread.
A pound?
A pound.
God damn.
3 fajitas. A meat lover's pizza. A pint of Bluebell ice cream.
Wow.
Peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts. And to wash it all down, 3 root beers.
Wow.
I mean, other than the okra, I could get behind some
I
of that.
see his game plan. If you just eat all that, you'll probably just fucking die.
You have a heart attack.
That's
before
probably
you
a
get
much better way to
electrocuted.
go out, right?
Or you order so much that you can't eat it all, so they have to delay.
I'm still finishing my meal.
Yeah,
can't-
that's
what are
true.
we gonna
You
do
can
with all
do a
this
delay from food
You're not going to
eating.
interrupt my meal. I'm still eating. Finally, Jason Case recommends 2005's Santa's Sleigh, which I think, Kristen, you guys watched that?
Is that the
I think
one
we
with
did.
Goldberg?
Show?
No, that's the one with Goldberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
okay.
That's
Yeah, we didn't
that's a
watch the
pretty
Goldberg
good
one.
movie. Like,
Yeah.
we probably cover that at some point.
Yeah,
Was
I've
it
seen that
December?
one. That's the one where like, yeah, he goes on like a killing spree. right?
I did think about maybe we should throw in
Doesn't narrow it down.
some more popular bad movies at some point, because you guys said you never saw Battlefield Earth. Like, what?
Oh
That's
my god.
crazy.
Not for a very
I've
long
seen
time. It's been a
I've seen
long-
Battlefield
Horrible.
Earth multiple times.
Like, that would be a fun movie to talk about. No,
Why?
maybe not. I've
Because
seen
I
it multiple times
because
too.
I was
It
like,
fun.
was it as bad as I thought it was? And I watched it again. I was like, yes, it was.
Yeah, and then like 3 years later,
Yeah.
like, it's not that bad, right? Oh, yeah,
They
it
put
is.
so much money into this. It can't be that bad. I'll watch it again.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
I don't know. It's just something to think about.
The one
Yeah.
I sent you guys on the Slack channel, that one's fun. The Dolph Lundgren
Oh,
one.
that looks so good.
There's a shootout in a
Dolph.
warehouse that is fabulous. It's so good.
I love the Lundgren.
Yes.
Lundgren.
We do talk a lot about him. Did you watch his TED Talk? So good.
No.
He has a great TED
genius.
Talk.
He is.
Oh, man,
He's
you
like
should,
smart.
he
Yeah.
has
He's
like a-
super,
yeah.
super smart.
you
Yeah,
should watch
he's
his
got
TED
a
Talk sometime.
engineering
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting.
Fuck Dolph Lundgren. He's got everything.
You're like his champion over here. He's saying fuck.
I love
Dolph
him,
Lundgren.
but he's so perfect. It's not fair.
I would say.
Yeah,
He's not
smart,
the best
good-looking.
actor, but
You see Chris's face? You can if you're on the pod.
He
but
was
it's
good
pretty
in
good.
Universal Soldier.
he was
I'll tell you
amazing
what.
in Universal Soldier. Sergeant Andrew Scott.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
He's so good.
That was a good movie.
Sorry, Smith.
Yes, finally, Jason Case wishes he could recall what podcast episode that we talked about the railgun from Eraser.
A few of them probably.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my faves.
I love that movie.
I remember we talked about it. Someone mentioned it. It could have been
It was
Red Line or something. I think it was Red Line.
Red Line might be right because we were talking about futuristic weapons or something. I think
Could be, yeah.
I think it was Red Line.
Jason, check out Red Line, that podcast, and let us
The
know.
movie, not the game.
And then play the game while you watch the movie.
Yes, because the game is amazing. It's on Steam. Go play
It's
it.
fucking awesome.
It is
Anyways.
amazing.
Is that it, Spiv?
Final comment, Paul Lilienthal.
Okay.
He says this movie, meaning Destroyer, is a lot better if you pretend it's a documentary about the making of Psycho 3.
I've never seen Psycho 3, but it does have Anthony Perkins in it, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah, it does. One, two, yeah.
You would think it would.
Isn't that the
so.
one directed by Mick Garris? I might be wrong.
No, he did
That's
the,
like the fourth one. Or...
No, Mick Garris did like...
Anthony Perkins directed Psycho 3.
It's
got Jeff Fahey.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, man.
Okay. I've
doesn't
never
have
seen
Mark
Psycho 3.
Dacascos.
Does not have Mark Dacascos. It's just what every movie needs, honestly. Spiv, if you're done with the emails, we
That
did
does
get
it for our listener feedback, Chris from Destroyer.
Fantastic. What can people do?
They can leave a comment on our YouTubes. Maybe I'll read it.
Hit
Maybe.
the bell. Blah, blah, blah. We got a new iTunes review
I'm not 47,
Ooh.
by the way.
from Hunk for Junk.
Okay.
That's just his. I'm relatively new to the podcast. I've only been listening for a couple weeks, but they've quickly risen to the top of my podcast listening. Kind of reminds me of a bygone era of when, or maybe this is just teenager stuff, of when people like Bad Movie Night Podcast would seek out the craziest things to watch as informed by rumors, video stores, magazines, pre-BuzzFeed top 10 call articles, etc.
Oh.
So it's kind of a nostalgic comfort for me, which
That's
is especially
cool.
needed in the current national atmosphere of the last years. Plus, they finally got me to check out not just Maniac Cop, but parts 2 and 3. So I'm grateful for that, and we'll continue to pick out the ones I want to listen to and watch along with them. That is a very nice comment.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
No Evanescence song titles in there.
Did not mention Evanescence at all.
Just saying.
No one's going to mention Evanescence. Just got to let it go.
I am getting a little triggered by that. Better have it at some point. Just saying. Yeah. So that's it for Air Panic. Next week, we're committing. We said we'd do it. We're gonna do it. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Witchcraft.
Oh.
Witchcraft.
Are we starting at the last one and going forwards?
Well, that was the question. What do you want to do? Do you want to start the last one and go forwards? Or do you want to start with the first one?
Let's start with the first one.
Because let's be realistic. We're not going to watch all of them, right? Come on.
We'll probably die before then.
I think we should just watch the first one and then the last one.
'Cause the first
and just
one's
see
gonna
how
be-
far apart they go, so to speak.
Well, there
Maybe we'll
was no
just, like-
trailer.
160 degrees.
I say we just throw one on when we have like nothing to watch. Just like
I feel like we're got to commit to one a month.
I don't know if I can do that.
I think we
Let's
should just do it for
see
the
how
Halloween
first
season.
one goes.
Just
Yeah,
go
see how
all the way.
Let's see how the first one goes, guys. This is the year of positivity. I think it's going to be great.
Okay.
So let's
I'm
go
in for
check
it.
out a trailer I made up by slapping a bunch of different clips together because there wasn't one available.
Oh God.
Okay.
A lot of screaming.
A lot of burning.
Burning?
Clearly, it's a witchcraft or a witch being burned.
Sure.
And then this is my theory.
Sure.
Witch gets burned, but that lady's pregnant. She's having a baby. Something about
It's a witch baby.
Yeah, they either need
Do
a
they
baby to it's like end
build a
days
bridge
kinda
out of her
shit.
at any point?
Very small rocks. Churches.
Oh, is this a Monty Python reference?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just like a Rosemary Baby with witchcraft.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something
Oh,
like that.
nice.
Yeah.
We'll
It
see.
looked like reincarnation of Isabel there a little bit.
Yeah, but this is from '86, so it's newer.
Wow.
So I don't know what to expect. I will say this: the full movie is on YouTube, and Troma put it out. So I didn't know this was a Troma movie. I assume maybe they acquired it
I think they just
Yeah.
bought it.
because it doesn't seem like it would be.
Let's
But so if you want to watch it, it is available on YouTube. Troma puts out a lot of their movies for free, so it's guilt free as well. You don't have to do anything shady.
Until you watch them. You might feel a little guilty.
I mean, that
Or at
last
least
one
very
we watched,
dirty.
Chris, remember that? We were in Atlantic
In
City.
New Jersey? Oh, we were in New Jersey.
What the hell did we watch?
Doesn't.
We got to see the special screening.
What
We had
movie
to
was
go
that?
wash the filth away.
Shakespeare's
Shitstorm.
Shakespeare's and turds or something. Yeah.
Shakespeare Shitstorm. Yeah.
No.
We saw a special cut of it.
Is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It was something.
So, okay. That's it. We're watching Witchcraft next week from 1986. Like I said, you can find it on YouTube. If you like what you heard, please go to the iTunes, leave us a review. Say, this is my favorite Evanescence song or Hailstorm. And what else did I want them to do before? Say something nice about me. And that's it. That's really all we need
Chris
right now.
is so pretty.
Yeah, that was good. It was random, but it was nice. Anyways, do that. iTunes, leave us a review. That helps out the show. And then if you want to get access to the bonus podcast, the Bad Movie Night pre-show, which has over 100 episodes available right now at the snap of your fingers if you know how to do magic. Otherwise, you'd probably have to download it on an iPod or some shit. I don't know. But you can get all that for just $2.
That's an iPod.
How much did I say? How much was that?
$2.
$2.
That's like a soda in a machine.
That's
$2.
You probably lose $2 a week. You don't even know it.
Probably.
Now you know where it'll be going. So
How
do
do
that.
you lose
Patreon. I don't know. Some people have holes in their pants, Aaron.
Who carries money?
Well, I don't because I lost it all. But anyways, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Sign up now. And like I said, get all that exclusive stuff. That's it. We will catch you here next week, guys. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.